Today we're going to find out if the Paynes polynuke is any good. Hello and welcome again to another Gwenyn Gruffydd video, and today we're going to be reviewing the Paynes polynuke. Now, I've had the Paynes polynuke pretty much since I started keeping bees. It was definitely the first polynuke and the poly hive that I owned, and they're really good hives. I really like them. So, quick look externally. It's made of a heavy duty polystyrene. Now, I've had these hives, I'm not saying 10 years, but more than 5, less than 10, I can't remember exactly when I bought the first one. And it's had a fair bit of use out in the pickup, trailer, use it for catching swarms, putting nukes in it, bees in it, you name it. As long as it's in the beekeeping world, I've used this for it. And like any hive, you drop it on the floor, it gets hit about, and it hasn't cracked at all. There's a dent there, a couple of scratches here and there, but nothing serious. And a lot of people think poly hives are not very good, they're not as durable. But these hives are very durable and they're very good. And I've spoken to some bee farmers much older than me, and they've been keeping poly hives for over 20 years and they've still got those hives in action. So there's nothing wrong with polystyrene hives. So let's take a closer look at it. We've got the lid here. Nice thick insulated lid. It's got the Paynes logo there, and on the top here you've got little corners. And what's good about that is when you're stacking these in the pickup, you might have 2, 3 high, they fit on top of each other and they can't slide off, because these hooks, they catch the feet and they can't run off, and that's very good. And on the bottom then, you've got the Varroa floor. It's not really a Varroa floor, it doesn't cover the whole area, but that there is crucial for insulation, not insulation, for ventilation and insulation properties as well. Because if you had a poly hive fully sealed with no mesh floor, it can get a bit too hot and too sweaty in there, and that's no good. So very important to have mesh floor and everything polystyrene. So I like that, it's got the mesh floor. Outside then, you've got the entrance and you've got a big disc. I like a big disc, it's quite easy to use. You can see if it's open, if it's closed, or if it's the mesh open in the queen excluder. So you've got, as usual, open for everyday use. You've got the fine mesh for when you're transporting your bees. Get the airflow through the bottom there, get the ventilation going. You've got the queen excluder, and you've got closed. So, another thing I really like about the Paynes polynukes and their poly hives is this clear crown board. Big fan of that. If you're checking your bees, you don't have to actually go into the hive. You can just look through it, it's transparent, and you can see straight down. And if you look at my video how to feed fonder bee, these hives are really easy to feed. You just peel that back, fill up a feed. The bees can't get to you, you don't disturb them. They lose minimal heat because this plastic holds heat down as long as the lid's not off it for too long, and that works out great. Now we'll go inside. Inside we've got a 6 frame nuke on this side. 6 frames probably the best number of frames to have in a nuke, especially if you're making splits, etc. 6 framer is a good size. And if you notice here, this has got the built-in feeder, and I quite like having the built-in feeder, but it does come with some bad points that is in there. If you were to remove that queen excluder, the bees would fill that up with foam, and the queen will get in there, she'll start laying, and you've got a big job then to get the queen out of there if she's down there. Can't lift the frame out or anything. It's just a case of waiting, go through the hive, hopefully you'll find in the frames, take it out, then you can shake the bees out. But if the queen's in there, you're not going to get it out very easy. So got to use that queen excluder there. And even if you got that in, the bees will still sometimes fill that with comb if the bees are left in there for too long, because they'll just take advantage of the space in there. But apart from that, it's a fantastic hive, really well made. I've got over 25 of these nukes and not one has let me down, and they are one of the best nukes on the market without a doubt. And a little tip when you buy in the Paynes equipment, if you wait till the end of the year to get the odd sale, and you can pick stuff up a lot cheaper. But if you buy more than 10, you get an additional 10% off on top of the sale price. Not sure if they still allow that, but certainly when I was buying these in 10 plus numbers, I was taking advantage of that, so worth checking again if they still do that. So overall, it's a fantastic hive. I'm going to continue to buy them when I need nukes. You know, compared to a timber hive, timber nuke, there's no building required, there's no building work needed. It doesn't require it. So all this needs is masonry paint on the outside, because the green polystyrene, they don't like the sunlight like anything else. Same as wood, you got to paint it, varnish it, oil it, whatever. So it's not really much work. And these are very affordable compared to wooden hives, especially cedar. These are so much cheaper, and I definitely recommend it, and it's a thumbs up for me.